Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurus Moth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the SH MonsterArts Jet Jaguar 1973 figure from Bandai. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure is straight up beautiful. It's Jet Jaguar. They nailed it, pretty much everything here. I mean, it looks amazing. They absolutely nailed the proportions. It just has that kind of clunky, like 60s, 70s robot look. I was just the look he had in Godzilla vs. Megalon. And yeah, colors are perfect. You know, you get that nice, bright, shiny silver that we see with a lot of figure arts that Bandai just seems to nail. Then we get those basic colors, the red, yellow, and blue. They look awesome. They're on point. There's no need for shading here. I mean, it's obviously a very basic looking design. It's supposed to be like that. Yeah, it's such a good job there. So as you can see, just sculpt work all around, panels, and the kind of like Michelin Man style, like rings going on there. So yeah, really, really good stuff. And yeah, it has that mix of clunky and uncanny valley that Jet Jaguar should have. Then we get to the face, and yeah, I love this sculpt. It looks awesome. I've always loved the face design of Jet Jaguar. Yeah, they just nailed it. Not only that, we got the translucent eyes. More on that in the next section, but you can see the little like kind of spiral concentric circles kind of in there for the eyes. Looks amazing. Of course, we get these, more on this in the next section as well. You know, this little antennae for when he's flying. You get the rivets, just awesome work all around. Just a spectacular looking figure. We get a great group of accessories, pardon me, here. So yeah, let's start right off with hands. So right out of the box, we can get a pair of fists. Then we get a pair of grappling hands, a pair of flat palms, and then finally a right thumbs up finger, thumbs up hand, thumbs up finger. Doesn't make sense. You know what I mean. So we get that. Then we get a couple sets of eyes. So we looked at the concentric circles here, which again, I think came off on camera. We'll see. Then we get a replacement pair. And these are a little bit of a lighter blue. You can see the concentric circles are kind of darker on the outside, lighter on the inside. And there's a silver backing there, which is pretty cool. And that is actually what this little piece is for. This isn't so much an accessory as much as a tool. It's just a flat piece of plastic. My camera here. You can see the silver piece of plastic, and that is for prying the eyes out safely and then putting the other ones in with that. And speaking of things being removed from the figure and put back in, we do get extended antennae. So we get the left and right of the ones with fins on the end. You can see the kind of bent edge there, so they go properly. These terrify me. I don't know if I'll ever replace these and put them in flying mode. Maybe someday, but yeah, you can see there's the middle one. So yeah, it's awesome that they included that. And again, you can see those here. That tool will also help take those out hopefully safely. Here in the middle, that one absolutely scares me. But they thought of that because we also get the sprue that has the retracted and extended middle antennae right there. So if you have any issues, there they are. If the carpet monster eats them, you do have replacements, which is fantastic. Then finally, we do get him, a little silver kind of slug of him in standard size to put next to your monsters, your your Godzillas and stuff like that before he embiggens. So that is awesome. And you do get instructions, as you tend to with MonsterArts and figure arts. So as you can see, you see what accessories you get, explain that. They explain how the antennae are removed. They explain the face and how you get those other eyes in. So yeah, it's all there. Fantastic work all around. That will do it for accessories. Articulation and balance for Jet Jaguar are super fun. As you can see, freestanding kicks for days. A lot of that owed to these big flat feet that just allow for really nice base. So there you can see the kicks. And yeah, a lot of really good stuff going on here, honestly. Starting off the head, we are on our barbell joint. So that allows us to look up so you can get into your flying pose. Again, the original suit couldn't move that much, so I'm not expecting this to look all the way up. You definitely get what you need for that. Then we down and look, can tilt side to side. We can of course rotate as well. For the arms, we are on a, you can see the kind of peg going into the body. So not so much a true butterfly, but there's kind of a butterfly forward. Then comes the neutral, and you can see you can get some up and down. Come into a perfect T. There isn't a bicep swivel. It actually, it's a little bit lower than you would expect it to be. The elbows are double jointed, comes to about there, so a little past 90. We get our hinge swivel at the wrist, so you can go anywhere you want there. Of course, you can rotate. We get a ball joint at the diaphragm, ball joint at the waist, and they are actually kind of catching on the back there. You can see the lower torso is rubbery, but we do get some great crunch forward, some fantastic arch back, tons of tilt if you don't get caught on the hips there, so be careful with it. But yeah, so that moves around. Getting caught on a lot more than usual. We get rotation on both those. We do get some drop down hips, come down about that far, which allows almost perfect splits. Just a little bit too much there. Now it's gonna come off all the time. There we go. All right, so almost full splits. All right, I want to leave that alone. We do get rotation there as well from that assembly. The knee comes up to just about 90. We get some rotation there as well. The feet are awesome. Like, we have the hinge swivel, but they pull down, and the part of the foot pulls out too. So you can see the joint there, but that allows us to rock, and you can put that back in, and that keeps the aesthetics, like the kind of cohesiveness of the sculpt intact. So yeah, fantastic articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with some Godzillas from Super 7, NECA, SH MonsterArts, and a Bandai Sofubi. With some domestics. With some imports. With some monsters. Finally, with an articulated icons, Oni, yours truly in human form, as a Valverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the SH MonsterArts Jet Jaguar 1973 figure from Bandai Namco is that this is a great figure. Just everything I would want. I actually almost passed on this, and I can't believe that, because I literally wore my Godzilla vs. Megalon VHS out when I was a younger human, and just, yeah, I don't know. They hit all the points they needed to. The articulation is super fun. Accessories are perfect, and it looks fantastic. I cannot recommend it enough. Certainly if you're as big a fan of that particular Godzilla movie, if you just like the Jet Jaguar design, absolutely pick this up. It's one of a kind, or one of a kind. It's many of a kind because it's mass production, but you know what I mean. So definitely pick this up if you're interested. It's available from various online shops. I believe it's still available from various sources as of me recording this. So yeah, wish you the best of luck in picking one up. That being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. If that's the case, I hope to see you back here, because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So if any of that appeals to you, come on back. Let's talk some really nice plastic, just escape the world for a while. But really, at the end of the day, I just hope you're well. I hope that all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay where it's handsome.